everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Redskins are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Eagles, who will be testing that coverage. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the starting offense. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Out to the left here to Reed. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Wentz now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Wentz now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Wentz now to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. 1st and goal here from the 9. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And here is the Redskin defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got Adams on the hookup. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They want to make it a tough 3rd down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
No, check, Patriot!
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go. 3 and 10.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Gun, gun. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. The true now. The true.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside.
Holding. Defense. A penalty is declined.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. In the red zone this time. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Over.
Another pistol look here. Wentz now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Green 39.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Here we go.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Man, I got you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken at the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
10 yards still left on second down. Wentz will try again on second down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. On third and long, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Into the red zone, Wentz. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on third down. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Brad Wing now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Holding offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And the offense lining up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw. For it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Wentz to throw on second down. Looking for someone to throw to. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Wentz now on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Washington.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Audie, back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL,
Hey,
maybe
I
they're
liked
not
your
quite as
stream. Would you
precise in
please
college
check
ball?
out my
That's
new vid and
accurate,
drop a
yeah.
like,
And I
sub
think we
and
saw
turn
a
on
college route in
notifications,
the
please.
NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On that one, it earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And quickly they get to the line.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Wentz to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Eagles, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching me.